tomorrow in the first round of AdvoCare Invitational on ESPN2 at 11 a.m. Central Time. Also joined by head coach Avery Johnson. We'll give an opening statement and then we'll follow up with some questions. So, Coach.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, rather. We're excited about embarking on this trip to Orlando. Great opportunity for us to continue to get better, playing against some stiff competition, obviously playing against a ranked team to open the tournament. Not a high-level NCAA experienced team, well-coached team, lots of experience, and they get up and down the floor. They play fast. They move the ball. They know what they're doing. They set great screens. So we're going to have to, play some really good basketball to have a chance to, have some margin of success against a team like Xavier. But we're excited. We had a great day of practice on yesterday. We'll have another good day today before we fly out to Orlando. Our guys are focused. They know what it takes for us to be successful on both ends of the floor. It's crystal clear. There's no gray area. It's just a matter of us, going out there and trying to get everybody to play at their maximum level, win your position. Even though it's a team game, you got to win your individual matchup. And I guess that works in football and basketball. So, but we're really excited. We thrilled that we had a chance to play some good basketball offensively in our last home game. We're going to have to play, make good decisions on offense against Xavier because they flood the paint, and we're going to have to take and make our shots.
Thanks, Coach. Go ahead and start. Mark.
With a tournament like this where you have games sort of back to back to back, do you pre-scout it off the other team or just go all in on Xavier?
No, we've looked at everybody. Yeah, we've looked at everybody. And, we looked at a lot of different scenarios. Obviously, we'll play the winner or loser of Wichita and USC. But, right now we're just focused on Xavier. And that's where all of our focus is on them. And then after the game, we'll figure out what we do next. But we'll be prepared either way.
Obviously, this isn't a true road game for you, but what did you learn from that first experience playing at Dayton, playing against a really good team that you can kind of carry over into the stretch?
Well, I'm not going to tell you everything we learned because that'll help Xavier with their scouting report. But I will say that, we have to do a better job of sustaining our concentration. And I know with young people, you're asking a lot. The first 10 minutes or so against Dayton, I thought we had pretty good effort, especially on the defensive end. We could have been better offensively. But, that mental stamina, physical stamina, fighting through mental and physical fatigue, when the game increases its physicality, not surrendering, but stepping up and doing what we're supposed to do and not withdrawing. We learned a lot about ourselves, and I thought I saw some improvements in practice, and I saw the carryover when we played against a really good Louisiana Lafayette team.
It's being a holiday weekend and all that. How do you balance the holiday versus, staying focused on some big games?
Well, it's different because, it's not like we have, 2 and 3 days in between the game. We got 3. It's basically like an NBA schedule. It's not nights. I know we play some afternoons, but it's basically 3 games in 4 days. And, I know some of our players, if they haven't been to Disney World, this is not the time to go. This is a trip that we got to improve. We got to get better. Our conference games are approaching us pretty quickly here, and we got to get ready. And, the teams that we're playing against, I'm sure that they're going to be just as focused as we are. So we wish we had a lot more time to have some fun, but that's why we're going down a day early. We'll get together and have some fun tonight as a group with a team dinner. But once tomorrow rolls around, again, it's pretty much all business.
Coach, you shot 60% from three-point range against Louisiana Lafayette. Not going to do that every night, I assume, but has it helped the guys as far as feeling more comfortable with taking that shot? Have you noticed that in practice at all?
Yes, yeah, that was a big part of our practice is just shooting a lot of threes and letting them know when we have those rhythm threes that I believe in them. We have 4 guys on our starting lineup, that's capable of making threes. We, back them up with 3 guys that come off the bench that are all capable of taking and making threes. And I think, in our first 2 games, I was just letting them know I'm not really disappointed. Some of the shots we passed up, and some of the shots we didn't take with enough confidence. So, again, I'm out there with them working on it every day in practice, and we're going to shoot a lot of threes today. And I want them to have the confidence to understand that it's got to be a big part of our game. It helps us with our spacing. It helps Jimmy work inside if they shoot and take threes and make them with confidence.
There's time for a couple more questions.
Just with you guys being so young and really with the season being so young, how do you manage maybe the roller coaster part? Not a lot went good at Dayton, the last 30 minutes. But a lot went good, very well, against Lafayette. How do you manage, I guess, the swing part of this deal?
Well, I think you would have a problem if you had an inexperienced coach that hadn't really been through a lot. But even though it hasn't been on the college level, I've been through quite a bit, and I think my demeanor, confidence, coaching our guys and keeping them in a positive mindset is a big key. But again, like I've said all along, it's not like we're some team that were preseason favorites to do anything. We just got to go out and play. We still have a set of expectations. Defensively, we didn't meet our expectations against Louisiana Lafayette. Okay, we didn't grade high enough in the last 25, 30 minutes of the game, and especially in the second half. And part of it was we got in foul trouble too early. I think at the 12-minute mark or whatever in the second half, because we didn't play great defense without fouling. So I think we have a set of standards of how we want to play offensively and defensively. We have a grading system. Offensively, we graded really high. And it's not just because we scored 105 points, but it was the way we moved the ball. I'm looking at assists, and I'm looking at turnovers. I'm looking at unforced errors. I'm looking at the way we set screens. Was your pass on time and on target? So there are a lot of different ways that we grade our team. And I think for me, I'm the one that's kind of, I'm the pilot and they're the passengers. And I got to just make sure that they keep the right mindset, because it all starts with a thought. Starts with a thought, it gets in your heart, and it comes out in your behavior. So that's what we're trying to do. So going on this road trip, and I know I'm giving you a long answer, but going on this road trip, we have to go on this road trip with a different mindset than we did when we went to Dayton, or we'll get the same results. We got to go on this road trip and play our way and not I way. Not the highway, I mean I, the letter I, okay?
Go to the left, Al.
I wanted to ask about Dazon's progress, taking over the point a little bit. Michael Kessin's mentioned he's like a sponge. How have you kind of seen him absorb some of your knowledge, some of your experience already in his, short career?
He's been fun to work with. Dejon, to see where he is now compared to when he first came on campus this summer, he's made some tremendous progress. He can do some things on the floor that blows your mind away. sometimes when he does certain things, you think in your mind, what was he thinking? But then when you talk to him and you ask him what was he thinking, he had a great thought. So I like his basketball IQ to be so young. He's big and strong. Man, he plays both ends of the floor. Got a great motor. Just really been a joy to work with. And just as much as, Justin Coleman and all of our guys, but specifically with him, he just has a huge upside. And, getting in the gym, working with him every day, he made some plays yesterday in practice not a lot of people in the country can make. So it's just fun to watch him mature and grow and develop.
Any other questions for Coach? Anything else?
All right, Roll Tide. Thank you, guys.